ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Satsriakal ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ Louis Singh ਹੈ My name's Louis and today I'm going to be doing a quick Q&A answering some of the questions that you guys have been asking me on social media. So let's crack into it. So the first question is a way that Sikhi has affected your life. One of the biggest things I think is probably it's changed my way of thinking. So living in the present, living in the now, appreciating everything, looking to how I can help other people. That's probably a big one. It's been such a cultural change going from just being a normal kiwi kid to being a good Sikh. I became vegetarian, so I stopped eating meat, stopped drinking, obviously changed my appearance, so that's quite a big change. Question number 2, how did you learn Punjabi? I get asked this question so much. At my first job, I started learning a few Punjabi words for like vegetables and fruits. But then as I started to go to the Gurdwara, I started to learn words, Punjabi words in the Gurdwara, and everyone that goes to the Gurdwara speaks to each other in Punjabi mostly. But definitely improvement came when I went to India and I was surrounded by people that were speaking Punjabi. I sort of had to force myself to communicate and learn words to get things across to people. So being in Punjab for a few months, that definitely helped me. So yeah, next question. Your accent is amazing. How long did it take you to master the skill? Well, thank you. I think my accent's okay, but I wouldn't say perfect. Still a long way to go. Master the skill. मैं पूरे पंजाबी नहीं बोल सकता हाँ. So I'm still learning. I can't speak all of it yet, but there's still a lot to learn. But yeah, I've been speaking on and off since 2017, but mainly halfway through 2018 to halfway through 2019. That's where the majority of my improvement came. That again was just from living in Punjab, living in a Punjabi household, speaking with people in Punjabi every day, and just being immersed and surrounded by it. So living in the country where the language is spoken helps so much. Next question, can you read and write Gurmukhi? I can, yes, I can read Gurmukhi. When I do the Kirtan, I read the Gurmukhi in the Shabad. I used to, in the beginning, read the English transliteration, which I'm sure a lot of people do, especially people that aren't from Punjab or they can't read Gurmukhi or Punjabi. I read the transliteration for probably about 3 years. And then after about 3 years, when I went to Punjab, I was staying with my friend Manpreet, who I mentioned in the previous video, and he was pushing me to read signs. He was saying to me, what does that say? What does that say? We'd be at a Gurdwara and he'd say, read that sign to me. And that's really what got me into reading better and being able to read quicker. I still can't read really quick, but I could definitely follow along when someone is reading a Shabad, or I can read a book, a Punjabi book. I might not understand everything that it says, but I'll be able to read the words and then I'll just question people, what does this word mean? And that really helps me learn a lot faster as well. Next question is, what does Louis mean by he's a Kiwi guy? Kiwi is actually the name of a native New Zealand bird, a flightless bird, which is on a lot of our sports logos. It's just a native bird to New Zealand. And that's what people in New Zealand identify each other as. We just say we're Kiwis. It's just a national nickname for someone that's from New Zealand, really. Next question, do your parents ask you about Sikhi? Are they curious to learn Sikhi? Yes, they ask a lot of questions. They have actually done a lot of research themselves now. Yeah, they've done a lot of self-education on Sikhi now, so they know a lot about it. But they've definitely asked me a lot of questions about it. Are they curious to learn Sikhi? They're curious to learn more about Sikhi and understand it, but I don't think they'd be keen on becoming Sikh, which is fine. But yeah, that's that. What is your job? Are you in the NZ Army or the police? I'm not in the police. I'm a soldier in the New Zealand Army. It's a lot of hard work, but it's very rewarding, and there's a lot of great people in the Army that I've met as well. That's my full-time job at the moment. How do you control your anger? Well, I don't get angry much at all, which is a good thing. However, I guess if I ever get frustrated at things, There's several things that I do personally. Reading Gurbani really helps, or just doing like Waheguru Simran, that really helps as well. The old take a deep breath in and deep breath out and just be calm and collect your thoughts and think, that always helps for me, I guess. I don't know what you guys do to stop yourselves from getting angry, but next one is age and birthday. So I'm actually 24. In a recent video with my friend Money from the Modern Sings, I said that I was 23, but I forgot in that moment that I actually turned 24 a few months ago.
And how old are you, bro, if you don't mind me asking for the channel?
23.
23 years old.
So I am 24, and my birthday is the 28th of March 1997. Next question, do you listen to Punjabi music? And if so, who's your favourite singer? I do listen to Punjabi music sometimes, but I only really listen to like Satinder Sartaaj, if any of you guys know him. He's got some really, really beautiful songs, and I love it how he incorporates like the Indian classical instruments into his music as well. That's mainly who I listen to. I've listened to a few of Amrinder Gill's songs, which are nice, I guess. How did your friends react when you started wearing a turban? A lot of people actually didn't really ask me about it. I started to upload photos on my Facebook. To be honest, there wasn't a huge reaction when they saw me, because a lot of them were tracking that I was coming into the Sikhi, and although they probably didn't know much about Sikhi, they could see my slow transformation. So it's not like one day they saw me without it and then one day they saw me with it. I've only really had 2 or 3 messages like that ever. But most of my good friends, they are completely accepting of Sikhi, and I explain it to them. All my close friends are really, really accepting of Sikhi and accepting of me, who I am, so that's the most important thing, is as long as I care about who you are, they're not going to judge you on what you look like, which is important. Are you married? No, I'm not married, but I am engaged. I have a lovely fiancée called Sharanjit Kaur. She is from Patiala in Punjab, and I've gone and visited her family in Punjab 2 years ago, and that was amazing. She's got a really lovely family there, so hopefully we can get married in the near future. When I get back to Christchurch, I will introduce you guys to her as well as my family, which I'm really looking forward to. But hopefully in the next year or so we can get married. We'd love to go to India to get married as well, do like an Indian style wedding and a New Zealand style wedding. But let's see, I'll let you guys know about that in the future. So that's it for today, guys. I will try and answer any more questions in future videos, or if I do another one of these again, please comment or ask me and I will get back to you on those. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to follow my journey. I'm really looking forward to introducing you guys to my mum, my dad, my brother. My sister's up here in Auckland, so she might not be there, but my fiance will definitely be there as well. So please stay tuned if you want to meet them, because I'm really looking forward to introducing you guys to them. So thank you very much for watching, and Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.